Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Elmcreek here in Farming Simulator 22. So, the first thing I do want to mention, aside from our new equipment that we have here, is any of my videos going forward on any maps that we've been playing on. It is entirely possible that I now may be missing a mod or two that we were working with. Man, that thing swings. And that's because I kind of went through my mod folders and I did a rather thorough cleaning and removing of mods. So this is the first map that I'm playing on that since I've done that. And whoop, I did not mean to take down that sign. I hope the Department of Transportation doesn't get too upset with me on that. Oh well. Not the first time, won't be the last. But we are doing some communal contracts. What field is this? 56. So I tried using a Batwing mower and that didn't get me anywhere. So we're actually going to be using let's see here. Will this actually do the job? Because the Batwing mower didn't really do anything. And with the way these contracts are listed, basically, yes, over here in the actual contract it says you can do it anywhere, but when you go into the contract itself, it says to do mowing of the grass along the roadsides of field 56, and they want us to do a certain amount of squared meters to get to that. So that's kind of what my plan is for today. I don't plan on taking you guys around for the entire trip, but it is something that I'm going to be working on just because it's something different. I haven't done any of these communal contracts yet, so I did get this particular tractor for this. I did have another one, but it wasn't powerful enough for this. I got it to run the Batwing, but it's similar. I think it's just the next step down from this tractor. So there is that. Part of me is a little surprised that the Batwing didn't really show much as far as completing any part of the contract. So like I said, it's entirely possible that you need to use these. So there are two different ones. I believe one is designed for crossplay. The other one is not. I believe this is one that is not. So I went with this particular tractor, well, because I liked it. It has just barely enough horsepower to run this. This requires 120 horse. This tractor is 130. Well, you can up the engine to 130 if I'm not mistaken. So there is that. I wonder if we have to do around the entire field or if it's just, quote, around. Oh, there's another sign. Let's see here if I can do this. Ah. I'm using my side panel, so I can get a little bit closer. All right. Trying not to take out that particular sign. There we go. It's okay, next time I come through, I'll probably completely obliterate it. So, just like I do everything else. I do have another mod enabled that is basically realistic mulcher. So just like realistic mower where it'll mow everything down, realistic mulcher will basically do the same thing. So let's lift this up. I want to come into the grass, at least a little bit. We're just going to back our way back. We got back down to this other side. Just going to get a little bit lower. There we go. So one of the things that you guys may notice over in the distance is a silo system. It is a massive silo system, to say the least. I don't know if you guys can really tell there towards the top of the map. Not the big one with like the 6 silos, but the one with the one really massive, then a smaller one beside it, and the tower type of deal. Yeah, that's our new silo system. I did that in conjunction with our local co-ops in the area. Basically, not only to benefit myself, yes, I do own it, but it's going to be more of a storage solutions for area farmers that don't have the capability and flexibility to store their own grain. What I will do is I will store it myself. If they will let me know of their contracts they need filled and etc. And yes, there's going to be a small uptick in fees just because it is using my storage. If they need me to sell it somewhere, I will do that for them. So it is kind of like a co-op, smaller co-op in and of itself that's going to be selling to the bigger co-ops. But at the same time, it allows them to take advantage of pricing. So that is something that I talked with my co-ops about to get their input on how they feel about me doing that. Because if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't have built such a massive complex over there. And before the video ends, I will take you guys over to see exactly how it looks, how it's set up, and just exactly where we stuck that at. So that is one of the newer updates. And right over that sign, so that's still in place. That's good. We're eventually going to be making our way off the road completely. What? Let's see. This is field 56. I have a feeling it's going to take a hot minute with these, so I'm just going to continue on along with these. I may just see if the Batwing, if I just didn't let the Batwing do its job that much quicker, or if it's something that we need to actually do around the edge of the field, not necessarily roadside. So, oh, we did hit it. All right, back down to the other edge we go. So backing up this way, I noticed that I have a Kubota sweatshirt on, but everything I have is basically John Deere. So let's fix that. There we go. Got a John Deere shirt on. And back down we go, and away we go. So this is a unique way of mowing, and I get the fact that if we had a big ditch here, I wouldn't want to drive into it, and this would help keep me from doing that. But at the same time, I don't see a lot of these in my area either. A lot of times it's just the type of mower that attaches to the back that just swings out onto the side. Like, where are my mowers? Like these guys here. I've seen a lot of these. These are quite common in my area. But a lot of these other ones, I can't say for certain. But I know, like doing the ditches and whatnot, I've seen this style. And I've seen this style be used. So take it for what it's worth. Like I said, I can definitely see this being used more so in areas where there's bigger ditches. And if they are used in my area, I just haven't seen them. Some of the deeper areas, deeper ditches, if they use them, and they do it when I am not driving past. So that is one of those things. This is actually doing a decent job, and granted, yeah, we are going only 4 or 5 miles an hour. This is like actually one of those jobs that is not a bad thing to do. At least not in my opinion. Yeah, it can be boring and tedious, just like any farming job, but especially when you're going up and down, up and down. So definitely not one of those jobs that you would want to fall asleep to, because especially being right next to the road, you need to be aware of everything around you for certain. Am I gonna take this sign down? Not yet. I already took the sign down here, so that's not that big a deal. I think what I'm gonna do before I actually complete out any of these contracts, assuming it lets me get a percentage, is yeah, it's still not doing anything, is I'm going to collect the grass and bounce over this sign, or get it stuck in me, stuck there. Yeah, alright, come on, there you go. Is actually collect all this grass. I think I'm just going to collect it and sell it as is and be done with it. Just like I might be about done with this sign if I'm not careful. Need to make some adjustments on the next trip down, I think. But anyway, well, something's not working right, so I don't know if it's got to do with the equipment or what, but something's telling me that it has to do with a possible mod conflict. The reason why I say that is because it dawned on me halfway through doing this that I have a mod that allows me to mow basically anywhere on the map on land I do not own. So I'm wondering if that is conflicting with this mod to allow me to do the contracts. If that's the case, I probably won't pick up any more of the contracts. What I will do is I will go around the entire map and get all these areas mowed up. Collect the grass, look both ways before crossing. Deer! Not the deer I'm after. And we'll just kind of add the money to our account and go from there. So this guy finally came in. I like this little gator. Oh, looks like the Clever Motors got their own gator too. Alright. So we're going to head back to the farm. I'm going to leave that there because no sense in bringing that home just to come back down this direction anyway. And I'll show you a few things around the farm. We do have a new pickup truck. The old one finally took a dump on us. And we got a new riding mower. One to kind of fit the theme of the farm, more or less. Considering what this gator is, it's John Deere. So, and that's kind of the way this farm is going. Wasn't really the plan or intention, but that's the way it's going. And unfortunately, that's the way it always seems to go. Either John Deere or Case. And that's just because right now, that's the biggest amount of American style mods that I enjoy using. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes with 25. But I can't make any promises on that because I don't know exactly what all it will entail. But I can only imagine that the modding community will, Low Train, will take on that game just as much as they have taken on this one. So we got a John Deere Z235 zero-turn riding mower with the bagger. We do need to get this unloaded. Ooh. And that is our new pickup truck that is hauling this trailer. See if we can get it off without causing any issues. Okay, close enough. It's off. And pop the curb. There we go. May need to get some gravel for that to make it easier on this. We're just gonna park that there. Kind of wish we could open up both sides, or make a door twice as wide. But oh well. So the trailer we've always had, but this is our Raptor. It's a little hard to see because it's blacked out, but it's our Raptor. We did get obviously a flatbed working farm bed type of deal here on the back. So it works out, and I love these hitches too, because when you have a little bit taller truck for a trailer like this, you can drop it down like that and it still works just fine. Let's hop it back in the gator, because I want to show you the silo system that we even had built. Our fields are doing great, by the way. It's a little bit of a farm tour as well. You saw the fields out front by the main highway. Canola, those three fields are doing fine. Because I forgot about 44, which is back behind, kind of hidden. This one and that one are canola, and as you can tell, they are growing quite well. Won't be too much longer, and we'll have to start harvesting these and put this green silo to use. So if you remember prior, this field actually went just about where that line of woods is that goes behind the silos. We have planted grass here. Man, and it is growing quick. It's about ready to harvest. So we're going to check out this last field back here of ours before we go in. Or before we start talking about what's going on here. These are sunflowers. They look like they're doing quite well. May need to keep an eye on them. Looks like they might have some bug infestation, so we may need to get some insecticide out here. I'll just have to keep an eye on that to make sure we don't lose too much of the crop. So, the big elephant in the room, as it were, or on the farm. So what we've done, we've actually added this weigh station here. So that way, before they unload, trucks can get weighed, because they should know what their starting off point is. But worst case, they can pull right around, get an idea, especially for those that are going to be unloading that don't have our product. They're someone else's product, so we can get an idea of how much they're giving us, and then being able to factor that into our accounts and everything else like that. So that's why we have a weigh station here, powered by a couple solar panels and a couple wind turbines. Got our unload auger here, or loading auger, I'm sorry, and our unloading pit. Kind of wish that was underneath, but it's all right. We have a few delivery vans out here. Looks like one just went out on delivery. One of our neighbors is out of space, and they asked if they could borrow plot some stuff here for their mowing business. I don't know if it's mowing. Well, they said it was like landscaping type of work, so I'm assuming that's what all this is for, but yeah. Then we do have our own personal recycling center over here. And we just call up whatever companies need to, whenever we get a container filled up, we'll call them up and they come pick it up. It's kind of how this works out. And then of course we have some parking for the few people that we have working here, and So it works out. We do have income coming in from a few different areas. There is a big solar panel up there on the roof as well to kind of help offset utilities. That's kind of where we stand. Looking at possibly getting some kind of silo or barn to either take loose grass or possibly accept bales. I don't know exactly where I want to put that, but I do need to raise some funds up for that because we are kind of short at the moment. We are under 14 grand right now. 13,642 to be exact. So yeah, this little thing gets up and goes, and if I want it to, I can go to John Deere, get a 3-point attachment to put on here, and we could always do something with it. But in the meantime, I can always hook it up to, say, this sprayer right here and move it around the farm, things like that. So this thing is kind of quick, gets up to about 25 miles an hour, and I think before too long we're gonna have to think about harvesting up some of our plants here. Let's see here. Yeah, 24 bushels of tomatoes, 48 of strawberries. So looks like we are getting there. I may need to call a company and see about replacing the solar panel. Something's not working right with it, so we may need to talk to them and talk to them about getting that panel, which is all the way down there, replaced. So like I said, canola looks to be doing just fine. We're not too far off from harvest time. And this is the other John Deere that I was talking about with the Batwing. And once we get done mowing for the season, we're definitely gonna have to get some spray paint, so that way this doesn't rust on us over the winter. And ooh, these blades might need to be replaced here soon too. Maybe I'll just sharpen them up in the meantime. Yeah, our yard's getting to be a mess, so we're going to have to do some late spring, early summer cleaning around here, get things reorganized. Possibly look into a new shed as well, or at least overhang like that. So that way we can kind of get things out of the sun and keep from getting rain on too much. So yeah, that's where we stand so far. So guys, as always, if you happen to like what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just like you here and there. If you made it this far in my video, guys, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. And we all hope that you have a very wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week or weekend, depending on when you're watching this, of course. So guys, as always, take care. Peace.